Star Wars is now 40 years old.
Welcome to Fat Man Batman. I'm Kevin Smith.
I'm Mark Bernard.
Okay, so Star Trek Discovery is happening, whether you want it to or not.
What is the sonic power Black Canary uses called in the comic book?
Canary cry?
Correct!
This episode of the Quit Stalling Geekcast is, brought to you by us. And of course, we want you to get 10% off of all your purchases on Jinx.com. Use the promo code QUITSTALLING_366 the next time you head on over to that website and purchase a couple of things, whether it's a large Overwatch shirt, whether it's a League of Legends shirt, maybe you're a fan of Shroud from Cloud9 fame. Head on over to Jinx.com. Use the promo code QUITSTALLING_366 at checkout and save yourself 10% off of all that gamer and geek swag. Yes, that's QUITSTALLING_366 at checkout. Is it bed music still playing? I'm not sure anymore.
Yeah, it is.
It is, okay. All right, welcome everyone to the Quit Stalling Geekcast. We've been gone for a while, but this is where we put the here in incoherent. This is the weekly show that is the immortal Iron Fist, sworn enemy of the hand, protector of Kunlun, and so much more. You were watching the life model decoy of Harold Sylvestre, and we'll have Harold on next week. But this week we've got a special co-host because he's our only co-host this week from the far, far west. He is known as the Sensei of Humor. It's Derek O'Brien. How you doing, Derek?
What is up? I am back. Back from the far east. You might have been wondering why I've been off stream. Sensei has been traveling to the bathroom and back several times. And that is actually not a lie for some weird reason. But I'm okay, guys. Sensei is strong and going. Kicking strong. I'm excited to be back though, man. I'm so excited for this week. We're gonna do a lot today, but I'm excited to do all of it, man. I can't wait.
Yeah, man. So am I. It's like we mentioned, it's been a couple of weeks since we got to do a Geekcast. We were supposed to do one last week, but work came up for me. So now I said no more work. Today,
No more.
I don't make any money.
Yeah.
Today I starve. Oh man, so
Today I can't eat meat.
today it's coffee and rice. Okay, so
Yeah.
yeah, welcome everyone. It's me and Derek today. Jay and Wancho are MIA. But you know what? We don't need him. We don't need him. It's just me and Derek today. Derek, man, what have you been up to? How have you been?
Man, it's been a while. I'm gonna try to cram everything into as short as I can. So, funny story. We 2 weeks ago I saw Ed Sheeran live in Seattle.
Oh, okay.
It was awesome. That was me and my wife's first concert together, which is great. We literally sat like 10 feet away from him, dude. It was awesome. He is a great performer, man. It's insane, like how everything, all the sounds that night was him, and which is funny because he sang Desolation of Smog that night. Okay. And they have like the animatronics going on, and right, and they have like Smog in the background, and my wife Chloe, she was like, hey, I've never watched The Hobbit. And I'm like, are you kidding me? And she's like, no. So that next weekend, which was last weekend, we literally had like a Lord of the Rings like marathon. So we watched The Hobbit for the first time, and which is why I was saying the pre-show like music was kind of like made me think of it. And after we watched The Hobbit, we were kind of like, man, I kind of want to watch the original. So we watched the original, and
that's a long day.
Funny. I know, dude. It was like, I forgot how long the originals were. Like, the first movie 2 hours, the second one's 3, and like the last one's like 5 or 4. And I was just like, how in the world did I watch this in the movie theater? But like, okay, so then from that came the marvelous discovery of, I don't know if you've seen Lord of the Rings, like the meme thing on YouTube, dude. I have never heard of it either. So, but it's like the funniest thing ever. So,
I'm looking
because we were watching The Hobbit, yeah, dude, it's like a 16-minute compilation of this guy who just does the funniest scenes, and he just like kind of recreates them to be really funny. And because it started because my wife was laughing really hard at this really serious part in The Hobbit. It was like when I forget the guy's name, but Dracula. I'll say Dracula. He plays as Dracula.
Yeah, that guy.
Yeah. So they were talking. He was talking to. Yeah, they were talking to Thorin in the tunnel in that little pipe hole, and it's just that you see Thorin come out like this, and they have that meme where he's just like going like in and out of the hole, and and she was just laughing hard, and I'm like, what is so funny? And she's like, that's the meme. That's the meme. I'm like, what meme? And then we discovered that I watched the whole. God. I recommend it for anyone, dude. It's so funny. It's hilarious. Yeah, that's the one. That's the meme. The people have and just.
Oh man. So wait, I don't have the audio on. Was this just playing the whole time? Like, I mean, in her head, was it this specific scene?
No, I think that the one that you're playing looks a little bit different, but he basically goes in and out of the hole. Like he's just like, so he comes in the hole like that, but someone edited it so like where he goes just like in and out, in and out, in and out, and it's just so funny. And yeah, it has stuff like that. Like you have Legolas shooting the arrow, and it's like they repeat it's the Aragorn getting hit. It's just, dude. Yeah, it's Lord of the Rings. It's so funny. I highly recommend anyone to watch it. But yeah, then we did that weekend, and I think besides that, that's pretty much been what I've been up to. And of course, other than streaming, oh yeah, I can't think of anything else that's been new. I'm trying to think. I think it's about it. How about you, man? What you been up to?
Oh man, so I myself have been up to quite a lot. We were officially announced as we announced officially that we are going to be the casters for the Overwatch tournament that's happening in November here.
That's right. That's right.
At the FPS Apex, to be known as Plus Attack, and we're pretty psyched about it. It's huge news for us because we've never done casting professionally. So it's kind of a huge deal because we're we do it for fun here, almost on a weekly basis, and to be noticed and recognized for to be good enough to do a professional gig is pretty awesome. So we're psyched.
That's so awesome, man. That's exciting, man. You're probably really pumped for that.
I am so pumped. And the thing is, we have to go to, like, I think I mentioned this before. We have to go to Tarlac. I don't think I've mentioned it, actually. We have to go to Tarlac.
How far is that?
That's a little bit further than Huancho in Pampanga.
Damn.
Yeah, so we got to travel there because that's where the offices of the parent organization is. Play on WASD, W-A-S-D. And the thing is, we have to go there to do a dry run next week, Saturday. So the whole crew, we're about 8 people. We have to travel there and meet the folks and, work with the hardware and see how it goes. So we have to set up pretty much.
That's gonna be exciting though, man. That's really awesome. Congrats, man. That's gonna be really fun.
It's crazy because initially there were like 6 teams signed up, and then over the past week it blew up to 23, 24.
Holy crap, dude.
Yeah. So we went from no
That's
qualifiers.
Even better, just for like publicity wise, like just getting your guys' like name bigger out there, dude. That's, oh my god, that's gonna be so crazy, man.
Yeah, it's gonna be insane. And it's funny that you mentioned publicity because some of the teams are Korean, Thai, Indonesian.
What?
So they got word from abroad.
That's nuts. Man, that's gonna be so crazy.
In Thailand, but yeah.
If only I was good at Overwatch. No, I'm just kidding.
If only you played on the PC.
I know, right? I know.
Oh man. So, yeah, like I've been busy working on that stuff. Making sure my schedule's clear for the coming weeks because we have to do online qualifiers for it. So it's insane. It's insane.
That's really crazy, man. That's so exciting.
Oh man, it's gonna be fun, and I can't wait. I really can't. Like me, so you guys know Diego from Game Bite, Nick and JM Torres and Sorbetes, who guys like you and Panda who watch us regularly know from the Quit Stalling Scrim Nights, Overwatch Scrim Nights. Like we're all involved, and it's gonna be so much fun. I can't wait. I'm so excited.
I know, man. It's gonna be so awesome, dude.
Oh man. So folks, let us know what you've been up to, because we want to know.
Yeah, guys, let us know what up.
Yeah, it's not all about us. So Human Panda, man, what have you been up to? Anyway,
Yeah.
we just wait a couple. We wait a couple of minutes for him to reply. All right. So Derek, we got a lot of news to talk about, especially at the end of the show. We're gonna review a little bit of the Immortal Iron Fist, as we've teased on the social media. So we got to get to it. So let's bring it up. Let's
Let's do it, man.
Yeah, let's talk about the news.
Yes. I see. Good news, everyone.
Yes, it's the news, and it's brought to you by GameBite every 9:30 p.m. Philippine Standard Times on Wednesday. I'm pretty sure that's 6:30 a.m. in California. Check us out, guys. GameBite, your weekly fix for gaming news, views, and interviews. And now, along with the Quit Stalling Geekcast on Spotify. Yes, we're on Spotify now. I'm so psyched. I finally got that to work. So when you're on a commute, when you're in the gym working out, you can listen to us and stream it without having to download it to any of your podcatchers. Check us out on Spotify. Just type in the Quit Stalling Geekcast or GameBite.
Yeah. Who was on Game Bite last week?
This week we had no guests. We just talked about the news straight up. It was me, Diego Z, and Mick, the usual hosts. Last week, though, we had the lovely Laika Illustra, who caught the attention of many of our viewers. They tuned in for her, and then we just sat back and tried to make sure she.
I tuned in for her and you guys, of course. Chloe, honey. Okay, we're good.
She's out. We're clear, guys. We're clear.
I know. Hold on. Yeah. Look
man.
everywhere. You never know.
All right. So yeah, we do have a lot to talk about. So first of all, the San Diego Comic-Con, Comic-Con International as an organization, won a ruling recently. Oh, they won the ruling last year, but it's all gotten even worse because Derek. I got so used to saying Wancho's name. Derek, are you familiar with Salt Lake Comic-Con?
That sounds really familiar, but for some reason it's not clicking in my head.
Okay, so Salt Lake Comic-Con is the Comic-Con that happens in Utah that is in no relation to Comic-Con International or San Diego Comic-Con. And the thing is, the organization that runs the event, DFP, or Dan Farr Productions, if I'm not mistaken, they got sued by Comic-Con International because they used the words Comic-Con in Salt Lake Comic-Con.
No way.
And from what I've heard previously on other podcasts, it's because Salt Lake Comic-Con is becoming big. So now SDCC is.
I was to say that doesn't make sense because we have Emerald City Comic Con and it's Comic Con's in the name, right? ECC, like that's really weird. That's so crazy. No way.
Yeah, and SDCC won the ruling in court in California, which had Salt Lake Comic Con having to pay out $20,000 in damages, but that was in late 2017. Recently, I think what happened was, since the defense of the Salt Lake Comic Con people kind of annoyed the judge, he ordered them to pay an additional $4 million in damages.
No way!
So,
wow.
First of all, never piss off the judge.
Amen, Jesus. Wow, man. Especially nerdy judges, apparently.
Dude. So apparently what happened was they pissed off the judge because the Salt Lake Comic Con guys, DFP, kept using the same arguments every time. And I think I kind of get it because, you can only argue the fact that Comic-Con is a common term in how many different ways, right?
Oh yeah, exactly. What else are you gonna say?
And if the judge orders you to defend it more than the times you prepared for, you might end up saying the same thing, because how many times can you say con by definition is blah, blah, blah? Like, come on. It's sort of unreasonable that
I mean, from a
SDCC
business perspective, it's smart, but like that is really messed up. Like, I mean, I get it. They're the biggest ones. They don't want to lose. I mean, venue probably from it, dude. They make cash money guaranteed every year.
Yeah, the revenue is
like,
insane. You're right,
dude. Like, getting in to Comic-Con is like worse than when we used to try to get our classes in the stall. You know what I'm saying? Dude, it's like that constant like, God, refresh. It like sells out in like minutes, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, it really does.
Yeah,
and the
it's
fact
just...
that when you try to buy them, like, you might not even connect to the server because everyone's trying to get them.
Exactly. It's like insane. And oh man, that is insane to me. Like, man, I feel bad for like that might be the turning point for Salt Lake guys. Yeah, what if they can't, you know what I mean? Like, how are you supposed to get up from that? $4 million? That's so much money.
It's dumb. And
so what are they gonna call it? Salt Lake Con?
Salt Lake Convention of Comics and More.
Salty Con?
Salty Con. I'm all for Salty Con.
Salty Con. That's actually what the San Diego should be called, because technically they're salty as salty AF.
Snap, sir. Snap.
Shots fired. Yeah.
I agree with you though that business-wise, it is
smart.
a clever decision, because if they want to trademark or imprint, at least on the public, that okay, we are the Comic-Con. You don't want other people using the term Comic-Con, but at the same time, it's been decades since the first SDCC, since the first Comic-Con. It's become such a widespread term for conventions in general that relate to geek culture.
Oh, I agree.
So it's unfair. I think it's unfair. The
Oh,
judge,
definitely unfair, man.
yeah, the judge's ruling, I think you'll be hard-pressed to find people who see this from a non-business standpoint and say that's fair. You know what I mean?
Right, exactly. It's almost like Marvel suing DC because they're making a superhero movie.
Oh, there.
It's just
Yes.
kinda like, it's just
Or
like,
vice
what?
versa.
Like, no, we made it first and ours is bigger. So no. You can say
Yeah.
like people are coming together as friends, not superheroes. It's like,
Or yeah, you
that's
could say,
great.
you could say superpowered individuals are in your film.
Yeah.
But you can't call it a
Enhanced
superhero movie.
individuals, yeah.
Like yeah, that's kind of like DC saying like, okay, you can't say that because we had the Batman movies in the 90s, and
Right,
now that
exactly.
you're coming out with Iron Man, that's kind of not fair because they're both millionaires. They're both super good at what they do. Like, jeez, come on.
And I'm not like a history like buff with this stuff, but I can almost guarantee that San Diego Comic-Con was not the first to use the word Comic-Con.
Oh, that's interesting.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, I bet if someone
think
were to
they
raise
might
that
have
argument,
been.
like, oh,
think they
really?
might have
See, that's what
been,
I'm
yeah.
not sure, but if they weren't, then that's just kind of like, come on, guys.
Yeah.
Like, seriously, let's get it together.
But at the same time, it's been so long that they've made the name so iconic.
know.
That you can't really disassociate geek conventions from Comic-Con. The term Comic.
Right. Exactly.
Oh man.
Oh.
All right. Well, speaking of comics, Derek, this game right here, I gotta tell you, man. Spider-Man. Wait, hold on.
No way. He's wearing a Spider-Man suit. Watch, I guarantee. I'm calling it right now. You heard it here. He's wearing it.
I don't even have a PS4.
What? Why do you have the game? What? The game was so good that you had to buy it and stare at it just to realize how much it sucks you're not having a PS4 is. What the heck?
So thankfully, my girlfriend does have a
Okay, good.
PS4.
Okay. You're saved.
and
You're
she
saved by the Holy
lent it to
Grail.
me. But man,
Okay.
is this game like it's
I
caught the
haven't
attention of the
haven't
internet.
started playing it yet. I'm upset
Oh, wow.
because, man, I get so like every time I want to play it, my friends want to play Fortnite, and I'm like, I want to play this game because it looks really good, and my friends,
Yeah.
a lot of my friends at work are playing it, and they're like, dude, you need to stream it. I'm like, I know. So I'm planning to start like a Saturday, like Spider-Man Saturday or something. But man, I know it looks so
okay.
good. When I bought the game, the guy in the shop was like, man, that game has so many good reviews. I haven't had one person come in here and say it was bad. And he
Yeah.
goes, so that's rare for games. And I'm like, really? And he's like, yeah. So man, it looks so good though.
Dude, it is insane how good this game is. Let me play the footage again. Cause
Hell yeah, man. It looks beautiful too. It's magnificent, man.
It's spectacular. It's amazing. It's astonishing. Like,
I know.
so this game, Spider-Man on the PS4, it is, I don't know, it's hands down one of the best games I've ever seen. And from what we've been told, or what the reviews have been saying, which have been overwhelmingly positive. You got
Right.
guys like, you have like websites like IGN. You have guys like YouTubers like Angry Joe talking about how good this game is.
Right.
And it is just fantastic that a game could be this universally liked in this day and age.
I know, man. It's like Assassin's Creed with Spider-Man. That's what I've been hearing, kind of.
Oh yeah, exactly. Batman: Arkham Asylum, but New
okay.
York and Spider-Man.
Now you're just like, now I just really want. Have you played it like a little bit or?
We got like 5 minutes into the game, like after the web swinging last night, and then the
Right.
storm started to hit. So I was like, okay, I gotta go. So I brought the PlayStation
I know,
with
man.
me,
Like,
and I
and
went-
the hype for this game, man. They were hyping this game up for a long time.
oh,
so-
yeah.
Like, I mean, you saw it at E3 like 2 years ago or last year.
I
But
think it was last
oh man,
year,
and- yeah, last year, and it just looks so good. And my friend is saying the amount of suits in the game are like, there's like hundreds and hundreds, and there's like secret ones you can get. And I mean,
there's
for
like
me, I'm just
25 or
imagining,
35.
yeah,
There's a
I'm just
lot.
imagining the DLCs that will come out. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's gonna
If by
be
any
like
ch-
monthly from here on out. I think.
Yeah.
Or-
Yeah, exactly. Who's the maker of this? It's Insomniac. So
Insomniac.
Insomniac, if you're listening, please, I want this outfit in the game somewhere.
Oh, wait,
Have a
let me
Venom
bring it up.
outfit, please. Hold
There
on,
it
I need
is.
to like bring. I gotta do Funko Pops, by the way. Yeah.
Oh.
I want this guy in the game. I would think they would, dude. The movie's coming out in a month, which I'm really excited about. And like, you know what I mean? That I feel like to be the perfect like time. Here comes Venom. Buy a Venom suit or something like that. You know what I mean?
yeah.
That'd be so sick. But I'm definitely gonna play it. I just can't wait. I can't wait. I'm definitely playing it tomorrow now.
Dude, I get some rest and then start playing.
Hell yeah. No, seriously. I'm probably gonna do an early stream. I've never ever done an early stream. I feel bad for you. They have to wake up every time for this, but man, I can never do it. I love sleep almost more than I love my wife, but I had to check. I just sucks. Like sometimes I wake up, I'm like, do it later, and then but I have to do it, man. It looks really good. I agree.
It does. All right, I need a second, Derek. I gotta stop recording real quick. Okay, so you're saying, speaking of Streamlabs OBS?
Yes, I started
Fuck.
using it.
Ooh, how is it?
I like it because I'll tell you why. Because for now, I'm lazy and I don't want to give people money to make like stream stuff for me. So I get like it's like they already have some ready installed. So it's really, but I mean, OBS is obviously the master race. You know.
Yes, no, that's true though, because it's free.
Right. No. Yeah. Exactly. But
Yeah.
I know, man. It's just crazy, man. I feel like especially nowadays how Twitch is becoming, man. I feel like it's gonna be like the things that are gonna come to Twitch. I think are gonna just keep going higher. Like I mentioned, especially for those in chat that are watching. This month only, if you're a subscriber, you can gift a sub to somebody for only $1 this month. That's insane to me.
Because it is
So do on Quick
September.
Stalling, I mean, oh, September. I did not even.
Yeah.
That is catchy. I like that.
Yeah, it's Twitch's September, guys. So like Derek said, you can gift a sub for only $1. So if you want to gift a sub to someone, like Human Panda did to Ferran Sishu, I'm pretty sure that was you, right? Human Panda, that was you who gifted this sub to Francis over.
Oh, that's
during
awesome,
Scrim
man.
Nights. Yeah, super awesome.
Especially for Francis, man. He's always like watching and everything, man. He's an awesome guy.
Always supporting us. That guy is.
I know, man.
Yeah, too good.
Awesome.
Too good. You guys, all of you guys are too good. We appreciate that so much. Thank you. All right.
Hell yeah.
So Derek, we got other news to talk about.
Yeah.
Oh, I think we got to bring up the big guns. I think we got to bring up the.
Well,
let me
here it
throw up the
comes.
first screenshot
Here
you
it
sent me.
comes. Here it comes.
I'm
Here
not
it
feeling
comes.
so good.
Ah! My heart. Then you gotta play the "Hello, Darkness, my old friend." This was so funny because it was those two in the interview, man. Like, oh man,
Okay,
that's just
so-
bad.
So for the sake of people listening to the audio podcast version, we of course are talking about the reports that that Henry Cavill is likely to back out from the role of Superman. Now there have been updates in the past 24
have there?
hours that are contrary to this. So we'll do the specifics first. So let me bring it up. As per the Hollywood Reporter, 2 days ago, September 12th. Well, I guess it's 2 days ago your time, Derek.
Okay.
Yeah, talks broke down between Henry Cavill and DC and Warner Brothers for a cameo in the Shazam movie. He was supposed to have a cameo in the Shazam movie.
Right. Oh,
And-
whoa.
Because of his schedule, with the Netflix's Witcher and all that happening, he wasn't able to shoot one. So, because of that, rumor said that he was going to be released as the Man of Steel, or he was going to back away from it. And, you know, DC supposedly were going to wait a couple of years because, you know, that's what you do when you lose an iconic character like Superman. They were going to back off for a couple of years and maybe redo the franchise again later on. But the thing
Right.
is, yeah, and you know, they were saying it's likely because of his schedule. But the thing is, it might not be true.
I would suck if it. I think it'd suck that if it was true, because I know it's kind of like, okay, I know a lot of you guys are like don't like the DC thing because it's rushed. I will agree that it's rushed. We've talked about it a couple weeks ago actually, that
Yeah.
how about it's kind of rushed. But man, like, I don't know, man. I think they're doing okay, like, for rushing it, and it would suck that if Henry Cavill does leave, because they would have to obviously do a reboot. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? They would obviously have to do something new, and it would just take more time, and that would suck horribly. I hope to the Lord he's not, you know,
I mean,
but he's a great Superman. I loved him as Superman.
he just needed a better script, I think, and he would have done so much better. Like,
Oh yeah,
They-
for sure.
Henry Cavill is, you know, he wasn't the worst, and that's saying a lot because of what he and the rest of the cast have had to make do with in terms of the writing,
Right.
in terms of the production. Like, you know, he had to show up and have his mustache CGI'd because of contract.
I
disputes.
know.
This guy's a trooper,
It's- Like, I know you should be happy the fact that he still shot it, even though he was doing like 2 movies at once, technically.
right?
You know what I
So,
mean? Like,
Yeah.
he's literally Superman. It's like,
Yeah,
and he's
so-
man, look at him, man. He's handsome, man. Look at that chiseled man with that butt chin and that strong jawline. If I was a girl, Superman. Oh, I'm sorry. I was kidding.
Okay.
No, seriously, man. He was a
Or
good.
another man.
Right. And it's not even just him, man. Even I love Batfleck, man. I loved him.
He was
And
growing on
I
me.
just
I think I
sucked,
mentioned
man.
that.
I know exactly, yeah.
So it's a bummer that not only are we potentially losing Ben Affleck, which is all but confirmed at this point, like everyone else, like Casey, his brother, Casey Affleck, has said that Ben is done with Batman, and the only thing left is DC to have a official statement that he's not coming back. And now that Henry Cavill might be leaving, like replacing Batman but keeping Superman, you could have still kept that whole Justice League intact with Aquaman, Jason Momoa, and Wonder Woman being Gal Gadot. But this, losing the two of the big three,
I know
the actors for the two of the big three is going to be harsh on the
like
future.
Literally, the founders of the Justice League are gone.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? That's like, and they literally have their own movie.
Yeah.
Like, that's gonna suck I'm saying, especially with Ben, man. I feel bad because I think, I'm not gonna assume, but I think, especially because of the meme of Batman, that I think the attacks were like, kind of made him not want to do it.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, and it wasn't his fault, man. It's like you said, it's the writing. Like, you know what I mean? Like making Batman jokey in the DC movie, like the Justice League movie. It's like,
not like you.
yeah, you know what I mean? Yeah, it's kind of like, I'm just like, it kind of had like a Drac approach, but it's just like, that's not Batman. He's just like, he's serious, man. That's how he is, man.
Yeah.
Never smiles. And so it's crazy, man.
Yeah, so there is an update, like we mentioned, that came after this. Oh, whoop, why is the audio playing? Let me mute that. It came after this video of Henry Cavill on his Instagram playing. He has a Krypton Gym T-shirt, and he holds up a Superman figure with a caption, "Today was exciting, #Superman." So part of the internet now is starting to speculate that maybe it was just a ploy from DC to judge reaction on a potential exit, and it could be like a marketing ploy.
Okay.
One part of me would be okay. Now people would realize maybe it's not a bad idea to keep him on. But two, that's also dirty, man. Don't do us like that. Don't do
I know,
us
man.
like
That's a little too, especially, dude. Especially what's been going on lately, like with the gun incident, like stuff like that. No one's gonna like, you know what I mean? People are so sensitive to stuff right now. You gotta like, that's a good idea maybe, but I mean, sorry, he just looks so handsome, man. I can't even stop looking.
You can't. Okay, let me take it away from the screen.
Get it away, temptress.
It is a ridiculously handsome photo. I mean, a video. But yeah. Human Panda in the chat earlier on even said like Ben Affleck is the new Superman Kappa, but
he's everybody.
He's everybody now. No, but that's the thing is these actors, as much as some people might not like them, that could also be down to a vocal minority. But because some of these guys are growing on us, and it'd be a shame to not give them another shot because the Justice League specifically. Zack Snyder left like at the start of production, and Joss Whedon had to fill in. And we weren't saying it was the best movie. It was a great popcorn flick, and some people might even argue on the nuances of Batman v Superman and Justice League. So I think if they're given the right script and the right opportunity, the right push, as wrestling marketers might say, like they could do something with this. And I don't know, like I'd rather Henry Cavill continue is what I'm saying.
No, yeah, I agree too. He should be the one to continue the mantle, continue to be the Man of Steel, because like I said, yeah, I mean they've already is that his third movie as Superman now? He's been in 3? So yeah.
Superman,
he's been in the Man of Steel.
Superman, Justice League.
Yeah, and then in the Justice League. Yeah, so I mean like, why you guys don't waste all that time? That's almost as bad as like pulling Tony Stark. Not as bad, obviously, but it's along the lines. Like, you know what I mean? Like pulling Iron Man, or like Tony dies. Here comes someone else to take the role.
Oh man, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it's just they don't waste more money. That's just more money for your company to waste. Like, whatever you got to do, make this man happy.
Because there is that whole school of thinking where it could be like a James Bond situation, which is kind of the case with Superman and Batman, where many actors have played them already and made them their own, like Christian Bale, Michael Keaton for Batman. For Superman, you have Henry Cavill, you have Dean Cain, you have you had Christopher Reeves. So, I mean, it's not far off, but he's still, Henry Cavill is still in his prime for all intents and purposes.
Oh yeah.
I would rather he stay on the role.
For sure. Yeah, he's doing good, man. I never thought he was bad. Like, as I'm saying, I hope it's like nothing going like behind the scenes, which is why he's not like, why he's leaving.
Ooh.
You know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
it doesn't make sense to me, man. He just stuck around through a lot, and it's just, I just hope he continues as well. I am on that same boat as you, and he needs to stay in there and be the Superman.
he needs to continue to be Clark Superman.
Oh yeah.
All right. Well, we got to move
Please.
on. We got a couple more things to talk about. None any less important than the reports that Aaron Paul. Oh no, wait, Michael B. Jordan. Yeah. Oh, I forgot. Michael B. Jordan might be in the running if he does leave. If Henry Cavill does leave, Michael B. Jordan is in the running to be Superman. Which,
I'm sorry. Did you say Supermonger? What'd you say?
Super. Ah!
Come to the movie.
This is my
"But
planet."
my ancestors died for this cape. Yeah, my ancestors died for this cape. What did they do for you? You just get there like,
Oh man.
burn it all. Just that'd be so funny. Oh man, that'd be. I don't know. Why is Michael B. Jordan playing like every character? Like, freaking Human Torch, Killmonger. Now he wants to.
That's
Oh, man.
true. Hollywood
Like,
has that thing though, right? Where they get like the hot new actor and just stuff them everywhere.
Oh yeah. That's very a very common thing.
I don't
I've
doubt
seen
he'd
that.
be great, but come on, just give the guy, give him a break.
I know. He was great as Killmonger. Don't let his great acting die in another, something else that could be
With
potentially
DC.
bad. Yeah, exactly. DC's already kind of like downhill sloping right now. Leave him good. Like, he did a good job, I think, in Black Panther, man. It's like those villains that you
definitely.
kind of like feel for in the end. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
if
I
Juancho
got
was
you,
here,
I
he'd be
feel you.
like, he was the Black Panther.
I know. And that's so funny. I remember him, we were messaging about like, right after I watched the movie, he goes, yeah, man, if you think about it, it was the Black Panther who was really the rude one. He always has those like theories. That's just so funny.
Yeah, Juancho's so funny. He's like, yeah, man, Johnny is the Karate Kid. Like,
I know. Exactly. I think, yeah, he was the one who told me that like, Daniel was like the baddest dude. And like, he's like, if you watch it, he goes, I'm not kidding, dude, watch it. I'm like, okay, I can kind of see where you're talking about. And then plot twist, Voldemort was actually the good one, right? It's like,
oh dang, James Potter was a douche. All right.
yeah.
To get back to the rest of the news, Aaron Paul, Derek, has been cast supposedly for HBO's Westworld, and the reports are he's gonna be a series regular.
That's Breaking Bad guy, right?
Yeah, that's the guy who says the B
Okay.
word all the time.
For some reason, I always get him and the actor that played Goku mixed up.
Oh wait, yeah, that makes. They're both white.
They look alike. That's why I'm like, wait, Goku's coming to Westworld? I feel
Let
so
me-
bad for that actor, dude.
Let me
I'm
look for
sorry,
his.
like-
Yeah. No.
yeah,
like,
that, do like a cyber.
I
Like,
agree with you though,
man.
cause like yeah, that movie was not good.
Dude, it was so bad. God, I remember the scene that made me cringe was like Piccolo, just like Piccolo. First of all, looked like Jeepers Creepers, and he was just like, and the house crushed. Grandpa Gohan dies from a piece of wood falling on him. Like, really, dude? Like, oh, I could go on. Like,
Here,
it's so bad that
Justin
I'd rather
Chatwin.
watch The Last Airbender. Yeah.
I can
Man, I'm
see that.
sorry, dude.
I can see that.
Yo, yeah, I get it mixed up like all the time. It always happens to me, dude. I always see. oh, it's Goku. Like, no, man, it's the guy from Breaking Bad. That's why I confirmed with you. Like, that's the guy from Breaking Bad, right?
It's the gelled hair, the facial hair.
They kind of the same kind of like facial kind of patterns too a little bit. The structures just a little bit.
And the green eyes. It's the green eyes, man.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So Aaron Paul
monkey.
is going to be on the West of World and likely as a series regular. So that's interesting.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
I still have yet to watch that, and I need to watch it. My wife watches it actually, so.
Yeah, we talked about that before. It's a good show. I think you should pick it up. It might be up your alley.
Oh yeah, I think it definitely is. She was telling me about it, and I was like, "It sounds very, very interesting." So.
Yeah. Whoops. Why is there music playing in the background? In other news, Derek, are you familiar with Doctor Who? Have you seen any of the Doctor?
I have not, but I know about it. I know how popular it is. I know Jay's a big fan too. Jay's a huge fan, I believe.
He is.
Yeah.
And if I'm not mistaken, the 11th Doctor, Matt Smith, has apparently joined the Star Wars Episode 9 cast. I'm not getting my hopes up too much because usually when they announce someone this late into shooting, it's for like a smaller role. Right. No, exactly. But he apparently joins. You mentioned The Hobbit and Lord of the Rings earlier. Dominic Moynihan from Lord of the Rings and Lost fame, and Kerry Russell in the cast now. So interesting.
Oh wow,
choices.
I'm so sad. I keep thinking that Star Wars is this year, but it's not.
I know.
You know what I mean? I mean, it's like it's just because like I don't know why. Was it Rogue One last year?
Rogue One was this year. Oh no, Rogue One was last year. Solo was this year.
But Rogue One was also in the same year as Episode 7, right? I'm sorry, 8. Or am I just like, my timing just off?
It was 8. It was Rogue One and then 8 last year.
Okay, so Rogue One was like a year and a half ago.
Yeah, and then 8 was like a couple months, like less than a year ago. Yeah.
You know what's funny though? Like weirdly, I can kind of see him like portraying he could look like a young Vader, right? Kind of.
Or an alien.
A young Annie. or a Sith apprentice.
I would be down for that. He looks like, look at that brow line. He could be a villain.
Dude, I know. I don't care what anyone says. I'm still hoping that there's still a bigger mastermind behind all this. Like, I have hope just because I'm not sure though. Rogue One, did the same director in Rogue One have part in the other movies? Do you know?
Wait, the same director of Rogue One?
Yeah.
What's his name? Rogue One director. Ryan Johnson was what's it called? Gareth Edwards. Gareth Edwards had a little bit of input, but nothing too big.
Just because, man, like honestly, that Rogue One was beautiful, and the ending was just like, just like that Vader scene is like, I literally had a Star Wars boner, and I literally when the movie came out, I bought the movie just to skip to that scene and watch it like multiple times. And I remember in the theater too when he was just like, "Careful not to choke on your aspirations, Doctor." I was like, chills.
Oh, dang.
Right?
Yeah.
And like I don't want to be mean, but James Earl Jones is getting very old. And it's, you know what I'm saying, you gotta what's the word I'm looking for? You gotta capitalize right now. If you're gonna do Vader stuff, dude, you need him in like right now.
That's true, cause yeah, you're right. He's doing so much now with the voice acting, and it'd be cool to finally get him back and voice, more than a line or two.
Yes.
More than don't choke on your aspirations.
Yeah. Oh man, dude, that scene, it's like, you know what I loved about that scene is, so I read a lot of Vader comics, especially the ones that were coming out, like the Vader Down ones, and his style, like Anakin. So you see Anakin's style in like 1, 2, and 3. It's quick, it's fast, he's insane. Well, like as Vader, he becomes like they kind of direct it perfectly in the comics. Like, no, Anakin's style after he gets stronger, he's like way more knowledgeable. He's more like, if you have Naruto fans out there, I'd say he's like the Itachi of the Star Wars world. He's just so smart, and he's more of a kill real quick guy.
Yeah.
Where he just does a couple strokes and that's all he needs because he's smart enough. And that fight scene was like perfect. Like it wasn't like I always wondered if they made a Star Wars movie and it had Darth Vader fight. That like I hope they don't make him like crazy like you know what I mean? He's always been the kind of classic like power slash and like really like and oh man. That movie made me think there's so much potential. But then some stuff happened. I don't know what to think right now. I just want hope for the new movie. So, but yeah, man, damn, another year we have to wait, man. That's crazy.
A year and 2 months or 3 months.
Have they wrapped up shooting yet or no?
No, they're still in the middle of it. That's why.
So he could have a bigger role. He could have a bigger role, maybe.
Yeah, who knows? Who knows?
I'm telling you all, man. Benicio del Toro is gonna be the guy. That's gonna be. He's gonna be. I have a feeling he's just like the trickster, man. There's always like a trickster in the series.
You think Benicio
I know. I
think
he's gonna. I honestly think because I read some articles before the Force Awakens came out, and they mentioned Benicio del Toro being a character that was in the shadows, like people like didn't know. So I'm like going to the movie thinking that okay, maybe he's the voice of Snoke. When I researched, it wasn't the voice of Snoke. So I'm like, okay, so where is Benicio del Toro? And they show him in 8. I'm like, okay. And I mean, I personally feel like they showed him a lot for him not to have some important role. I mean, even if he's not a big guy, maybe he'll have a bigger role. But like I said, they can literally go anywhere with this, with the, you know what I'm saying, with the trilogy, because they apparently are going past 9, from what I've heard. So it's insane, man. Episode 8 broke a lot of Star Wars rules.
Yeah, they did. They did. And
like,
you know, it was
first movie to be right after it before. Yeah, right. You know, I was like, that's what threw me off. I thought like episode 8, like Rey's trained and like she's just ready. You know what I mean? And like, oh, but I was like, okay, right after this last one, okay. Don't leave any room for middle movies like in the future for our kids.
Nope.
Nope.
No cartoons.
Right after. Yeah,
No cartoons.
exactly, right?
Like that would have been that would have been cool, like a training montage in a cartoon style of Luke just being like, Rey, that's wrong.
Yeah, wrong. Yeah, exactly.
Oh man.
Oh man, I could talk about Star Wars all day.
And we will eventually because you know
movies are
gonna come out.
It's gonna come out again. Yeah.
So
we just have
yeah.
Star Wars month. Just that'd be
I'm
crazy.
Good. I'm good for that. I'm good for that.
I'm actually planning to put. I have the Force Effects lightsabers. I want to put them here eventually.
Oh wait,
But-
you have one?
Yeah, I can. Oh, is it here? I promise next
time.
stream I'll bring it.
Next
Yeah,
time,
I promise. 'Cause it was in my room, but I think my wife, she's very OC, kind of like me.
Oh,
It was
why?
like I keep them in a box because I want to preserve how good they are. So
Yeah.
and she put it downstairs because she's like, I don't want it. It just looks weird on the wall. I got you. I got you. Okay.
I hear.
Say no more, fam.
Well, segueing over to other news. The Candyman, Derek, you're a fan of horror, right? I know Wancho is. Are you?
What's that? Say it again. Sorry.
Are you a fan of horror?
I am a fan of horror. I am not as much as Wancho, but I am a huge. My wife is as well. That's why. Dude, it's my funny story for you to talk about that. Every time Wancho came over here, him and my wife had like a horror movie. The last
Adorable.
It's happened twice. They had a horror movie marathon, and I was living horror because I ate something bad and was throwing up. So like, I was like living the film. I was like, oh, it's so scary. But yeah, oh no, they love horror. I don't mind watching horror too, but I'm one of those guys that I gotta watch like Disney Channel real quick after.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
go
know.
to sleep.
I know.
Right.
It's like let's watch a comedy for a bit, guys. Let's
Yeah,
detox.
yeah, exactly. Perfect word.
Oh man. Well, the Candyman is a franchise or a character in
Ooh.
horror movies That's pretty iconic, you know, bees coming out of his mouth and so forth. Turns out Jordan Peele is in the in the books and in the rumor mills for directing a sequel to the original Candyman. So, yeah, it's interesting. I have not seen Candyman in full because, like we said, I'm a bit of a coward.
Just the poster is making me kind of scared. So, yeah. But Jordan Peele, man, he's done good work, man. Like with movies.
Jordan Peele is like the surprise of Hollywood right now because he came out with Get Out, which everyone loved.
Right.
And no one, I'm gonna bank on this. No one would have thought this guy's gonna be a top horror director after seeing him on Mad TV. Right.
You think comedy, like this guy's always comedy. You know what I mean? Like, but no, he's got some stuff, man. He's ready.
Yeah, like Drive Him Out Back, he's got range. Like,
oh yeah, for sure, man, for sure.
It's amazing, and I'm looking forward to this because, like I said, I'm not a huge horror fan because I gotta detox every now and then. But I would be down to watch this because, you know, I'm actually gonna watch Get Out soon because I didn't get to pick it up initially. Because
I haven't got to pick it up either, and I definitely need to watch that. So,
you know, would be a good time to watch that would be like on stream together so that we could like freak out together and like,
yeah. That'd be funny. That'd be funny. Be like, so it's funny because I have a lot of African American friends, and they tell me that if you're white, it's very uncomfortable. But if you're not white and you're like African American, you're like, that makes sense. Like, I'm like, really? And it was funny because I was talking with a white guy when he said it, and I was just like, okay, now I want to watch even more. Yeah, and he was like, dude, he was telling me, he's like, man, I'm telling you right now, like, I was looking at like people in the theater, like a lot of people got uncomfortable. I was like, really? I need to watch that, man. That's definitely number one on the list of things I need to watch.
Dude, that's interesting because thankfully we're not white.
Yeah, I know, right? I know. Well, I'm half. I don't look white, so it's good for me.
Oh, true.
Instead of getting up off our butts and quit, so we need to get out. Quit stalling. I was like, hey, that could be the slogan for that show.
I am down for that. I'm down for that. We'll hook that up. I found a streaming service that'll let us do that, and like the people who are watching the stream can watch with us as well. So that'd be super fun. I'll make sure to hook that up.
Right.
So, in other news, we got the official name for the Disney streaming service, where Marvel is pulling out all their Netflix shows. Oh, well, not all their Netflix shows. All their movies that are on Netflix will be pulled out and put into the streaming service. You know, who knows? Star Wars and Marvel content may eventually be exclusive on this app. It's going to be called Disney Play. It's official. We got it. We got an icon already for the app stores. Oh wait, that's too big. Is that good? No. Let me zoom that out. There.
It
Disney
looks
Play.
beautiful.
It's pretty. It's a little kiddie, but I think they're aiming for that a little
That's
bit.
Disney. Right. Right. Yeah,
they're trying to be as family friendly as possible, which is interesting to me. So
Right.
looking forward to that. And hopefully it doesn't cost an arm and a leg.
I know, right? Seriously. So I'm looking at that. Is that supposed to be like a map of when you're in Disneyland?
I think so.
I'm not kidding. I've been to Disneyland a couple times, and that literally looks like the park a little bit, kind of.
Yeah.
Actually, it does. It does actually. It is like very accurate. I've been there a while, but
yeah. Bob Iger, the CEO of Disney, says it'll cost less than Netflix, and it'll be a suite of services. So it's not just going to be streaming. So maybe it's also a park guide.
Right, exactly. It's probably a multi-type thing there.
Yeah. Human Panda.
That's probably where Rebels is going to be.
Oh. And that new show that they have. What's that new Star Wars animated show?
Oh yeah, it's coming out. I know. It's
the pilots one.
Wait, was it the one they had? Was it the Clone? Something with the Clone Wars, right?
No, there's a new one. Resistance. Star Wars Resistance.
Resistance. That's right. Yeah, you're right. That's right.
Yeah, Human Panda in chat is asking, is that different from Disney Life? It is going to be different from Disney Life. I mean, for all we know, Disney Life might be baked into this. So.
Right, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I think from what we know, Disney is a part of our life because they own literally everything. They're like the new, what's a big hub? It's like, kind of like, I'm pretty sure they're bigger than Google even, I would say for sure.
I have no doubt.
They're insanely like even when I last went to Disneyland, I'm like, they literally have in downtown Disney like bars that are ESPN bars. I'm like, what? I'm like, do you guys own part of ESPN? And the guy in the bar was like, oh yeah, Disney's got a small. I'm like, damn, Disney. Okay, I see you, man. I see you, Disney. You're doing big things. Walt would be so proud.
Yeah, I mean, ESPN, ABC, they have a stake in so many companies now. It's just crazy. It's crazy. And then,
have you actually watched that movie, by the way?
Which one?
They made a Walt Disney movie.
I have not seen that yet.
Hold on. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm pretty sure Ashton Kutcher is the one who played. No, I'm lying. It's not Ashton Kutcher. Hold on.
It's Steve Jobs.
It's yeah. That's right. God, no. There was like a documentary, dude. It was really good, man.
Oh man.
Let me find out who.
Yeah, go for it.
I actually think it was called Walt.
So
Dude, it was
like
so
Jobs.
good, man.
I can see why you thought it was Ashton Kutcher because it kind of sounds like Jobs.
Oh, it was the guy from Here, I'll show you the guy's face.
Wait, yeah, you're right. Why was your name showing Wancho? I'm sorry. The whole show that we were on this
good.
screen, it said Wancho.
It's props for Wancho. I'm not really affected. It's this guy from American Pie.
Oh, the guy who doesn't really show up in the other ones.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but dude, the movie was so good because honestly, I don't know much about Walt Disney, but like you kind of see his struggle was insane, man, and I loved how it was, and the movie was really good. Like I think I watched it on the plane, maybe on the way to the Philippines last year. I can't remember.
Okay.
I can't remember, but it was good, man. It was really good.
Dude, that's interesting.
Human Panda said, wouldn't be surprised if the next thing they buy is Pepsi or something. I wouldn't even be surprised if they already own part of it.
Yeah.
Disney presents Coca-Cola and Pepsi. Never before. Combined profit.
Cokesy.
Cokesy.
It's not
impossible
funny nowadays.
No, seriously, man. Like, dude, I believe anything is possible ever since that Fox and Marvel, right? Anything is possible now. Disney got the cash.
They do. It's ridiculous.
Disney channels are the Lannisters of this world, dude. You just
yes,
good Lannisters.
Mickey of the House of Mouse.
Yeah. A mouse never repays debt.
All right, we got one more bit of news before we talk about Iron Fist. We're actually running a bit long, so I want to get to this.
Yeah.
The Dragon Prince is a show that we need to review, Derek.
No, I've actually seen a lot of trailers for this. I definitely want to watch it.
Oh man,
why does that scene look like Mulan though?
Right. It looks so good. So for those of you who don't know, we'll go through this real quick. The Dragon Prince is from one of the writers of Avatar: The Last Airbender. Apparently one of the key writers from Avatar: The Last Airbender. He wrote some of the biggest episodes of that show. So let's see here. I know it was it's written in one of the articles that I was looking at. Man, I can't find it. Where is it? But yeah, so
is it out? So it's out on Netflix already.
It's out on Netflix already. So let me look at this. Jack the Senate, I think, is the name of the writer. Let me pull up Netflix. How many episodes? You're right. How many episodes is this?
Yeah, actually, I was actually just gonna check that. How many episodes?
Yeah,
is
can
it?
you check real quick? And then a
I
huge shout
definitely
out to
will.
the Cactus Girl who followed us. That Cactus Girl who followed us earlier on, and K Carter 316. Thank you guys. We hope you're enjoying.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah, Human Panda says, "Oh my God, this is on my list already, his Netflix list," and I don't blame you.
Oh yeah,
because
really good.
It looks so good. Oh, sorry, it features the voice of Sokka, Jack DeSena, writer Aaron Ehas. So Aaron Ehas is the guy who wrote the episodes, the 3 big episodes that people were clamoring about from Avatar. I'm looking for the names of the episodes. Like one of them is where Zuko finally like turns on Azula.
Oh my God, speaking of that, there was a funniest meme of like when they were all fighting Azula, and it had a picture of like everybody had Toph, you have Katara, you have Aang, and you have Zuko, all doing the elements, and then Sokka's boomerang is just in the mix. It was just someone's like, and someone's like, and Sokka's effing boomerang. It was just so funny. Like, what is that gonna do to all those things? Oh my God! But it looks like there's 9 episodes. It looks like, which is kind of a weird number.
Okay,
But
that is...
dude, it's quick, man. They're only like 25 minutes long, so it's just like hold on. Let me see if you got the
They're gonna
reference.
Voltron it.
Before. Just like, Kevin, give me the cookie. Lost Space, Final Space. Sorry,
Final
not
Space.
Lost
Dude,
Space. Final Space.
Final Space, which I can't wait for more episodes of. Man, like,
Yeah.
give us more already. No, but yeah, so he wrote, Aaron Ehas, I mentioned again, he's the one who wrote The Crossroads of Destiny, The Avatar State, The Siege of the North, parts 1 and 2. So this guy knows his stuff. So, and yeah, they got one of the animation studios from Korea that I think worked on The Last Airbender. So I want to watch this already, and we got to review it.
I might binge watch this tonight.
Yeah, it's 9 episodes, like you said, 25 minutes. I think they're doing the Voltron thing, where they're giving us short bursts, so they can do it throughout the year instead of like once a year.
No, right, exactly. I mean, I'll tell you right now, my like Saturday night was like, I was like, I'm bored. I was eating. Since we're talking about Netflix, I was literally eating dinner. And I'm like, and I like to watch something when I'm eating.
Yeah.
So I go on Netflix. I'm like, Iron Fist 2 is out. Let's watch 1 episode. That turned into a whole night of the entire season, dude. I literally watched for 10 hours straight, dude. I can't believe I did that, but I did.
Oh man, because it was that kind of show, right? It was that kind of season. So I think we've wasted enough time. We might as well dive right into it.
Yes.
Let me see. All right, guys, it's time for episode recap. All right, guys, it's time for episode recap. And you know what, Derek? We've got the immortalist of Iron Fists to talk about today.
Exactly, man.
Who would have thought that they'd manage to salvage the show?
Dude, oh my God, yeah, this season was so good. And I'm telling everybody right now who didn't like season 1, I didn't mind season 1. You just had to sit through the acted fight scenes that were very, you could foresee what was coming. But man, I will tell you right now, with spoiler free, this season is a lot more story driven than fighting. Not a lot of fighting. There is fighting, but not a lot compared to the story. And you watched it all, Harold, correct?
Yeah.
Yo, oh man, I was impressed, man. They did really good. And I was gonna say, you're gonna be disappointed, fans. He never says once, my name is Danny Rand. I was wanting to hear that just one time. I am Danny Rand. Nope.
At this point, he can just meme on himself because everyone.
I know.
Everyone.
I feel like though, like, maybe he got a lot of backlash. Right to the right, it's like, okay, we're never gonna say that again.
And
props to that. That was cool. The comic
fight scene,
look, you know what I mean? Yeah, the comic Iron Fist look.
Let's start off with, the sort of revamp that they went through. They didn't mention a lot of the flaws that went through, but they mentioned a lot of the things that happened for some reason. They'd still go through like, my dad, like the Meachums would talk about their dad and the secrets that happened in season 1. They referenced it a lot, but in a good light, which I appreciated. They tried to.
No, yeah, exactly.
They didn't hide the past, but they you know, they kind of embraced it a little bit, and they were just like, oh, you know what, you watched season 1, let's mention
Right.
it, let's use that as a driving plot for season 2,
Right.
For Joy's motivation. You know, this is still a different Danny Rand from the one we saw on Luke Cage. I still think that is the best version of Danny Rand that I've seen, but the direction they're taking him in, especially in the final scene of the season. Let me bring out the spoiler alert. Where's our spoiler alert?
I'll do
here
it.
we go.
Holy spoiler alert!
So this is gonna be a spoiler-filled segment of the episode, guys. So if you don't, that's why we saved it for the last. If you don't want to get spoiled for Iron Fist season 2, this is the point where you tune out and then just download the episode later, or watch it on YouTube or Twitch or on Spotify. So this is the point where you turn away if you don't want any spoilers. But the end with the gun fu was...
Dude, no, I don't even think it's that. I think it was just the idea of the objects, because Colleen was doing it too with her sword.
Yes.
Yeah, and I was like, what? Nani? It was just,
Nani?
dude, I was just like, what? Like, dude, that was the best cliffhanger. You're just like, oh, and he's like, don't do that again.
Oh man,
biatch. Yeah, like
I'm the immortal Iron Fist. So, we're on the topic of the end scene already. So they're looking for a man named Orson Randall. I wanted to get to this later on, but since we talked about Gun Fu already, and Orson Randall in the comics is the one who is the Iron Fist that does Gun Fu, and I'm interested to see where this goes.
I know, dude. I honestly at the end, I kind of liked what they did with oh my God, what's the brother's name?
Ward Meacham.
Ward. I like when they took Ward. He's kind of like, tough guy. Like, what's up? Like, you know what? I can take you. And then he's just kind of like, and he's like with Danny, dude. I love that connection, and especially at the end, like Danny's like, yeah, man, just come with me. What are you doing? Come on, man. Leave everything, man. You're good. Just come with me. I love it, man.
Has the strangest redemption arc, but now he's a character I want in every scene.
I know. He has a good story in this movie too, man. Like, you feel so bad for him, man. He's trying to be good, man. It's just so hard for him, man. Oh God. And I know it rubs off me, the villain. I could tell they're mimicking it's like Sinister Snake.
Steel Serpent
in the comics. Steel Serpent, yeah. And they obviously changed a little bit of stuff. I know like his power can absorb the Iron Fist. So, but I mean they kind of did that pretty much. But
a little bit. Yeah.
You know what? At first I thought it was gonna be a little like, really they're gonna give Colleen the power too.
That was kind of strange at first.
Right. That was strange, but they did it in a way that was okay. They didn't like you know what I mean? I like how Danny he got his power back, which I assume was gonna happen. That'd be really weird if it didn't. But you're just curious. How did he get it back? I want to know what happened. Does Colleen know?
Because it's like 3 months later, right?
Yeah, right, exactly.
So, oh man, this season in all in all. So you know what? We skipped to the end already. Let's track back a little.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, let's track back a little bit.
Okay, so we start off. Danny is living with Colleen. Now they turn the dojo into their home, and we get a lot of character introductions from Typhoid Mary to the gangs. You know, they're solidifying the gangs a little more because the triads are kind of like the center of the season's conflict, and we get a bigger fleshed out story with Danny and Davos, which becomes the turning point, the flashpoint.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
What did you think of Davos this season?
I like him, dude. He played such a great villain, man, and I think that actor did a really great job. You know what I mean? Like, it is kind of funny to think about. He's such a small dude, but he's so tough, man. Like, his character is just like so, like, strong-willed, but you also why he's doing it, man. It's that. Yeah. The thing I hate is like when you have villains in shows or movies that like they don't kind of like they're just bad because they want to be, but at least here he's trying to get like approval, dude. Like that's his whole thing. It's like his mother, his
mommy
whole
issues.
family. Yeah, and even his dad like didn't even want him. His dad is when I called the fight. You're like, damn, this dude has like parent issues. And you thought Danny Rand had issues and his parents died, but like, man, especially when the mom was like, that was, I wish you weren't born. Like, I was like, damn, man, this movie went dark fast, or the series went dark fast, especially when they I think one of the first scenes he like killed someone like right away, and I was like, wow, this is that was surprising to me. I gotta say something though too. I'm not 100% sure. I don't know if anyone else caught this, maybe in chat too, but the very first episode, okay, it might just be my imagination, but if you guys watch, there's a streamer online named TSM Daquan, and he's hilarious.
Okay.
But I swear to God, he was one of the guards, dude. Like, there was a moment
really?
because he has his signature like sideburn line and build that like, dude, literally the scene was like 5 seconds, and then he died. So but it looked just like him, and I was like trying to search online, but the series just came out, so no one's gonna really know right away. So I'm gonna wait, but I hope my eye caught it.
It could be on his, Twitter, on his Instagram.
No, right, exactly. Colleen, I always love Colleen. She was great in this movie too.
Scene stealer. This whole season, this whole show.
Oh yeah.
Is, like, you want more Colleen. I did.
What's that?
I wanted more Colleen.
Oh no, yeah, dude, for sure. And I like how everyone had a fight in this movie, dude. Everyone was literally fighting for something. Like, also, like, Danny was fighting the Iron Fist, like, taking control of him. And you have Davos, who was, like, literally fighting to be the Iron Fist. Colleen was fighting the urge to not teach again. And, like, not ever, like, want to fight. You know what I mean?
Kill.
It's like everyone literally was, like, fighting for something in this movie, which is awesome. I love that. That was awesome.
Typhoid Mary was fighting to get her sanity.
Right? I you know what? I'll be honest. I thought they might have brought the hand back.
Because they did hint at
I
it
thought
a little
Madam
Gao.
Yeah, Gao. Okay, I gotta say though, I really hope they didn't kill off Daredevil.
Oh, they didn't. Yeah, they didn't.
They didn't.
Did you see the end the post credits scene
Of the Defenders?
No, of Iron Fist. You missed it.
It was
snap.
It was after the Kung Fu. The Kung Fu.
After the credits. Wait, I'm gonna bring it up.
No, it was after the Gun Fu part.
Yeah.
No.
I'm gonna bring it up.
I'm excited. My heart is racing. My senses are becoming more.
Yeah, it's not much, but hold on, let me.
Dude, that guy is one of my favorite actors, dude. So
it's Matt in the confession booth.
What? Why did I not see that?
Dude, you gotta check it out. You gotta check it out.
I'm gonna literally right after this show. I'm gonna check it out. Wow, I did not.
It's like a minute long.
I feel like Netflix screwed me, because usually it cuts off.
Yeah, it does.
At the end of the episode. Oh, dude, damn you, Netflix! Damn you!
I forgot about it. I honestly forgot that it was there because someone told me about it. I think I either read it on Reddit or someone told me about it, and then I was like, okay, I'll stay to the end, and then it goes to that mini part to the upper left.
Right.
And then it says like watch something else, and I was like, oh yeah.
Yeah, exactly what happened to mine. Yeah. Oh my god, I'm going back and look later. No, because man, this whole Marvel thing is so good, man. Like, they need to put it in movies. Like, please. Maybe in future Avengers, like, they'll be, I don't know.
Because they were supposed to be in Infinity War, but Kevin Feige, the head honcho of the MCU, was saying we just couldn't fit them in. There's so many actors and characters already in. If we shoved more in, it would have made the movie a bit of a mess.
And a lot of people probably don't watch the series as much as people watch the movie, so they'd be like, "Who's that guy?"
Yeah, I mean, it would have been a good time.
But for us, we'd be like, "Whoa!" Like, just
I saw them.
Yeah, I know, right? You just think how cool it would be, just all of a sudden, like, Thanos comes out and my name is Danny Rand. And just like punches him in the face. Like that'd be so funny. I would probably just die. Oh, but the Defenders was good though, man. I'm excited for the next season. Oh my god, dude. Dude, they're gonna tease us too. Guaranteed they're gonna have like Defenders. I would assume they'd have the Defenders 2 before Iron Fist season 3. So you know what I mean? He's probably gonna be able to do stuff, and you're like, what is this? Kung Fu. How good is your Kung Fu? Oh, I forget what movie that's from. Is that one with Jet Li and Jackie Chan, but I forget what movie that is.
Oh,
but man, oh yeah, it was a good. And they did a good job. I tell him watch it. I'm like, dude, you need to watch this, dude. Wancho is a big hater, by the way, chat, of Iron Fist. Huge. And I mean, I get it. Like, he's one of those guys that if he's not pulled into the first couple episodes, he won't get it. I know that for sure.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, go.
No, I was gonna say because Arrow, he loved. We all watched Arrow.
Yeah.
For a long time, and then it got really bad, and then we stopped. So
that's
I mean,
they didn't know when to stop.
Right, I know exactly. I mean, I kept on watching. It's like a lot of good animes, man, are really bad at first. You gotta just push through it, and then it's great. Like just.
I think that's what Iron Fist is gonna end up doing because they changed the writers, they changed the director, the showrunner. So I think they're trending up for Iron Fist at least.
And I still haven't. Have you watched? I still haven't watched Luke Cage season 2 yet. But I heard it was really good.
It's good. The ending leaves a lot of questions, especially for when they finally team up again. So I'm curious.
Okay. Yeah, they were saying that like this year was like the season 2 like recovery status. Like Iron Fist season 2 is better than the first. And they said Luke Cage season 2 is better than the first, but Luke Cage season 1 was pretty good. So I was just
I think season 1 was still better for Luke Cage. Jessica Jones
really?
season 1 was better.
I thought the first one was good to me, like really good. Yeah. So I'm gonna have to watch the second one and find out.
Yeah, I think then what's next on their lineup is Daredevil season 3. So I'm excited for that.
Wait, 3 or 4? 3?
3.
3. I'm excited. Wait, is
so
the
confused.
Punisher? I still haven't watched The Punisher. Is it out yet, or am I just
The Punisher
daydreaming?
has been out? Yeah.
Haven't watched that, but I heard that's
gory.
good as well.
It's more of the
Oh,
same.
I bet.
Yeah.
Perfect.
All right, so Derek, give me your out of 10.
Okay.
What with 1 being the lowest, or if you really hate it, 0, I guess. What rating would you give Iron Fist season 2? Actually, wait. What rating did you give would you give season 1? Since you weren't on
season
the show
1,
yet?
I definitely would give season 1 for me. I give it a 7.
Wow.
I don't usually give
that's pretty
things
high.
No, I don't give things a perfect 10. I don't really believe in perfection, but I like season 1 just because the story was still good enough for me to want to watch it. Like the story of like their dad was alive. Like why is the brother hiding this? Like
Boromir.
the hands in here. Yeah, exactly. Boromir. That's what, it's funny because when Chloe's watching me watch season 2, she goes, "Why is Boromir in there?" I go, "That's their dad." Well, that's not there. That's Ward's and Joy's dad.
Yeah.
Which I forgot in season 2. For some reason, I thought Danny was the brother too. I forgot that he's like their cousin
they
technically.
call him the brother.
Yeah, I know. But so, but yeah, I would season 1 to 7, and I maybe a 6 just because the fight scene's really bad. This season, I'd probably give 8.5 or 9.
Nice. Yes.
Just because, man, it's the fact that like, so season 1, there were a lot of times where I'm like, okay, I can just stop real quick and watch another time.
Yeah.
I could not stop watching season 2. For some reason, I watched the episode, I'm like, okay, I'm going to sleep right after this one. I swear I am going to sleep.
Yes.
I'm like, damn it. Okay, next one. Come on. And then
yes.
to the very end. Very amazing story. Character development was amazing. Like there's barely characters, like new people in there you connect with so fast. It's like, oh, it's good. It's good.
Yeah.
It was really good for me. How are you?
Well, I think initially I gave Iron Fist season 1 a 7 because I had hope. I'm gonna knock that down to 6 because of how convincing season 2 was.
Yeah, there you go.
So I can comfortably say, okay, season 1 was bad. especially the first half. The second half,
Yeah,
is
yeah.
is what
Second
I
half was
wanted.
cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
give us more of the second half, and they kind of went up. They went beyond that. So I think I'd give season 2. I'd also give season 2 an 8 because of that feeling of I gotta see the next one and I gotta see the next one, which
Yeah.
I didn't get with Jessica Jones season 2. I didn't get with Iron Fist season 1. So finally, I'm compelled to watch the next episode and the next episode, especially with the final scene of Danny pulling out those guns because you want
I
to know how to get the
know.
fist back. You want
Yeah.
he has both now.
Two. Yeah, it's two. Yeah. He's like
And-
legit Iron Fists.
Yeah, and don't for the people who were critical about season 2. Yes, I'm not too big of a fan of certain elements, but that doesn't pull away from it because for me, Derek, you love Davos. For me, sometimes he was too intense. He could have dialed it back for more nuance, but they're given so much time to do this, and I still appreciate the acting and all that happened. So like it's not to say that I don't find flaw in Iron Fist because there is still a lot that could have been done better in season 2, but this is definitely the right direction. Definitely.
Oh yeah.
Trending up.
I think especially the scene where like Iron Fist turned into like 50 Shades of Iron Fist. That was pretty interesting. Oh, it's just like Joy was like, Davos, you have to like do it. Like you have to do what you gotta do.
Yeah.
And I
You
was just
killed
like,
people.
what
This is
happening?
just doing it.
I know, she was just like, do it. Choke me. I was like, what is happening to
That
the
was
show? I was
so
like,
weird.
whoa. And then like the next time they see her, it's like nothing happened. Like, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, they're like, cool. Hey, what's up, girl? I just didn't get like screwed over. I'm fine. My life's good.
Yeah.
I just have to
She's
go
like,
over
"Eh."
a weird bowl.
That's normal.
Yeah, exactly. The Crank sisters were pretty cool too, though. Like, you know what I mean, for being there so little.
Yeah.
They did a really good job, man. Like it was the fighting scene. It's just so much more natural, like very natural in the first one. I don't think there was any scene in the second one where I was like, that looked like it was bad. No, the fight scenes were really good.
Like that drunken master guy in the first season.
Dude, that was a cool fight. I like that
They
fight a
added
lot.
more, right? They added more.
Oh yeah, exactly. And I think they I feel like they heard the voice out opinion of that, because in Defenders you could kind of see it already. Like the fighting was getting better for Danny already.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
They're prepping more.
So, oh yeah, for sure, man. And especially man with Daredevil, you got to keep up with that, man. Dude, it's like Daredevil's fightings are so good, and obviously it's probably not that actor. I'm pretty sure he's just. Which is nice that he's blind, because you could literally put almost anyone in a freaking half mask to do like parkour and stuff. But man, I will say, please bring back Kingpin. He was such a good actor. I love that guy. He was the best Kingpin, I think, dude. He was so good, man.
Yeah. So reports are, not Vince Vaughn. What's his name? The guy who plays Kingpin.
I forgot, but he's a newer actor.
He's been in movies with Will Ferrell and Vince Vaughn. That's why.
Has he?
Yeah. It's just that his look for Daredevil is so unique that you don't think it's him. Wait, let me look for his name. Vincent D'Onofrio. Hold on, let me pull up an image. Yeah.
Like his acting in that first season was literally what made Daredevil great for me. Like he was such a good Kingpin, man, and
yeah.
Oh god, he was like a scary guy, but also very like philosophical almost, in a sense that you're just like, this guy is like tough. Like you could tell this guy, you don't want to mess with this guy. So I really hope they bring him back. He did a great job, and he's like Kingpin's like the guy who's like the villain of everybody. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he's in Jurassic World there. Like he's there too.
Yeah, exactly. He was the guy in the cage. That's right.
Yeah. So the actor for Daredevil, Matt, what's his name? Nah, I'm screwing up names now.
Dude, I love that. He's like one of my favorite actors. I don't even know his name either.
Yeah. He was saying that he doesn't really. Charlie Cox, not Matt, but Charlie Cox, was saying that when he acts with the Kingpin, with Vincent D'Onofrio, he doesn't even really need to act. because that's how intimidating Vincent D'Onofrio as the Kingpin can be when he's in his
exactly,
zone.
man. I believe it.
I believe it. Like that guy is intense. So, and the thing is, he said that because they've been shooting for season 3 and it's ready to come out. I think. Let me look. If
Oh,
there's
wow.
Yeah, Daredevil season 3. Let me look if there's a date. I don't think there's a release date yet. But yeah, so
But they're definitely shooting it.
yeah, I think they're ready. Oh, expected to be released in 2018. So I guess in like a month or two. That's why they teased
That'd be
it.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I like about Netflix Marvel shows. They don't, which is good. It's a good marketing thing. They don't ever put trailers out like coming. You know what I mean? You don't wait for it. It's just out, and you're like, I gotta watch it. You know what I mean? Like Iron Fist season 2, I had no idea it was gonna come out like this month. I'm just like,
it just
whoa.
showed up.
I know. I mean, he did it. It's there. Let's watch it all. It's just like, okay, works for me.
Oh, man. Yeah, exactly. So, yeah, check it out, guys. Season 2 definitely better than season 1, and worth a watch, especially leading up to Daredevil if you want to get more hyped for that.
I recommend watching all of them. To be honest, yeah, they're all good.
Yeah. All right. So it's the end, ladies and gentlemen. It's that time of the show where we gotta say the final things we gotta say. I want to thank everyone for being here. You know, the people who've watched Human Panda 22, who's kept us company. Lazaro 14, who gave us some Ella giggles. Gave us some Ella giggles early on in the chat. I want to thank our most recent followers like Lazara, K Carter 316, that _ cactus _ girl, Nikki YOLO Swag, Cyanice, Maximum 024, the Dev Garcia, Pro Gamer Plays or Plays UT, Big Beluga _ and of course Catfish Hexen. Thank you guys so much. A huge shout out to our lead bitch here, overtaking Elder Jin, now with 1,402 bits. Nope _ plays coming in second place, also overtaking Elder Jin with 1,400. Elder Jin, of course, number 3 with 1,100. If not now, Gwen with 700, Mershi with 500, Tita Gamings with 150, Aaron Gaming 441, Clark Q Plays, Cloud Coon. You guys are all awesome. I want to thank our subs, Miko P, who subbed 5 months in a row. Woo! Human Panda, like we mentioned earlier on, 3 subs, but also has gifted a sub to Ferran Zishu. Thank you so much, Human Panda. Gabe Bruges, Solanchen, so _ sick, Elder Jin also, Archer Pears, and Pot CP. You guys are all awesome. We can't do this show without all of you. You guys are all so good. So good. Don't forget.
Thanks so much, guys.
Yeah, it is September, Derek. What happens in September?
What happens in September is you can gift a sub for $1, you guys. That's insane. You know what? I'm feeling so gifty that maybe next Friday I'll gift one to one of you guys.
Oh!
So get in here, and maybe you can be the one.
I'll promote that.
Sensei is feeling the word that starts with S. What's the word that starts with it? Subby Sensei.
I was gonna say it's not gonna be subtle, but
yeah, exactly. Subtle Subby Sensei in September.
Oh man, so good. All right, well, Sensei, where can people find you when you're not on the Quit Stalling Geekcast?
You guys can find me at my channel, which is it says below, at Sensei Humor on Twitch. I stream Monday to Fridays, 7:30 PST to 10:30 PST. Also, the weekends are kind of just up in the air right now. But I also have a YouTube now. I only have 1 video, so don't judge me. But it's also Sensei Humor. I'm planning to do more videos. I just need to use my wife's computer because there's a couple of things there I need to edit. Like I slipped some F-bombs that I don't like cursing on stream.
Yeah.
But I have to, do a beep, and I'm getting lazy. But
it's funnier when you
check me out there. Oh yeah, I know exactly. But yeah, definitely you guys can catch me out there. I'd appreciate it. And of course, I'm here on Fridays at night.
Yes. Yeah. That's a boy.
What about you, Harold? Where can the folks at home find the host?
You guys can check me out at Harold Plays on Twitter and Instagram. And of course, I stream on twitch.tv/HaroldPlays. I'll be streaming again this week. I've been on a bit of a break, But now I'm back. Oh, Funky32, thank you so much for the follow. Appreciate that.
That's my boy, man. That's my boy. Thanks, Funky.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
thanks,
A little bit
Funky,
of a
man.
buzzer
You
beater.
awesome, brother. I love that
Thank
guy.
you so much. All right. Well, if you guys want to catch Quit Stalling and you want to find out more about us, facebook.com/quitstallingus, or we're also on Twitter @quitstallingus. The website is almost done, the revamp of the website, so check that out, quitstalling.us, quitstalling.us. It'll be up this week. We're also on Instagram @quitstalling. You can find us on YouTube as well, just like Derek, youtube.com/quitstalling. And of course, you're watching us on Twitch. So if you want to watch the videos on demand, hit that videos tab and you'll see it all there. Of course, you can hit that follow button to get notifications whenever we go online. And you can cheer us on with some bits. You can subscribe if you know, or gift someone a sub, since it is Subtember. And if you want to listen to the audio-only versions of the podcast, especially if you can't watch us live every time and you just need your fix when you're driving, when you're on a plane, when you're on a boat, when you're on a horse, check us out on iTunes, on
Or on
Stitcher.
Sensei.
Oh, no! No! Oh, no! Oh, man. Oh, yeah, check that out. We're on Stitcher, iTunes, Google Play, iHeartRadio, any pocket catchers out there, and we are now officially on Spotify, so you can stream us. You don't even have to download it. Just stream us on Spotify wherever you are. Just type in the Quit Stalling Geekcast, or you can type in GameByte, GameByte. I think that's it. Check me out next week, because I'll be doing GameByte. Oh, no. Yeah, I'll be doing GameByte, and I'll also be hosting the Overwatch qualifiers for Plus Attack. So that's going to be good. That's going to be good. I think that's it, guys. We appreciate you coming back and checking us out. And we'll see you guys next time. But I want to remind everyone we're going to have a very brief after show where me and Derek decompress for a couple of minutes. And then that's it. So if you're watching live, stick around. If not, we'll see you guys next week. Same bat time, same bat channel. Till then, get off your butts and quit stalling. Bye, everybody. Bye.
Love you guys.
You guys are the best. Bye, everyone.